just forget what happened in match 1, back to the drawing board. You hit him with a hard double leg at the US Open. Can you find a way to get an opening and get some of your offense going to start this match 2? Both wrestlers set in the middle of the mat, and we are underway. 125. Wyatt Hendrickson in the blue. Trent Hillger in the gold and red. There's that high crotch again. This time, Hillger able to get that leg back. Elbow control on that left side for Trent Hillger.
Here's what's tough if you're Trent Hillger. I imagine that they brought him in to Minnesota as part of the Go for WC to be a training partner for Gable Steveson. Well, this guy beat the guy that you were a training partner for. It's hard to have confidence knowing that someone, whoa, look at that.
Simultaneous.
And that's a 4-point move right there for Hillger. Beautiful technique. Just as I talk about confidence, he fires off a high C and runs him straight down to his back. Looked like one of those scenarios they shot at the same time. A little bit more power coming from the Go for Wrestling side.
Now we got 6-2 on the board, which prompts a brick from Coach David Taylor. I'm not sure. Oh, now it says 5. So what the call on the mat is this: 4 points Hillger, 2 Hendrickson, and then 1 reversal for Trent.
That's right.
Which gets it to 5-2. And they're saying, take a look at this.
And the brick will still come. I'm surprised that they even went 2 for Hendrickson.
Yeah.
At all in that sequence.
Yeah, I think this is a risk from the Oklahoma State staff. So right here, that's 4. I don't even know if, I think Trent does go through there for 2. What do you think, Jordan? This is what the officials are looking at right now as we speak.
I'm still going for Hillger. In slow-mo, it looks like he may have changed direction, stopped him, but the way that they shot, there was so much power moving forward that it was the initiation from Hillger and the explosiveness to run Hendrickson to his back for the exposure.
So it sounds like the call stands, which means you tack on another point for the failed challenge. 6-2. What a response by Trent Hillger. Now Wyatt Hendrickson trying to find himself on the leg there. Now we're over under. And he's got him towards the zone. Now remember, Hillger got out to a 4-point lead at the US Open. And Wyatt ran him down. Now they're in the zone, over under body lock, and he'll back him out for 1. Just like that, 6-3.
Oh, I wanted to see someone go for it there. Hendrickson is really getting to his high crotch. He's finding some success here. And Hillger's got to do a better job of keeping his hands down, maintaining position, knowing that he's coming.
Switched up on him. Thought high crotch went to a single, but great defense there by Trent Hillger. But how did he get his head up to the other side for 2? Amazing finish there by Wyatt Hendrickson, and he's not done. Looking for a leg lace.
He's got to have some incredible
that doesn't even make sense.
And lower back strain.
And they give that 2. Now, white paddled by the judge, but they're going to say 2 blue on the chair. Thought the head was out, but evidently not. And just like that, Wyatt's up 3. What can you say about that finish there? He changed up on him on that leg attack.
Yeah, did a great job. You know, he was expecting high C, switched it up, came back, sweep single to the right side. Did a really good job finishing and then transitioning right to the leg lace into a gut wrench. We talked about the effectiveness for the guys who can turn on top. All of a sudden you score points in a hurry. But not only that, it takes a lot less energy to get to a leg lace, and you can score points in bunches.
Three-point lead for Hendrickson. 43 seconds to go. Seems like they're both taking a moment to catch their breath in what has been a action-packed first period.
Well, Hillger's got to get back on his offense. That was the place where he was most effective.
There it is. He's timing that well. He's above the knee now, close to a finish. Now standing single leg.
And here, I wouldn't walk him out. You got to test the flexibility and look for an additional 2. You get a heavyweight's leg up on your shoulder, you got to try to topple him and look for 2 points, potentially even 4. Wise wrestling by Hendrickson, but still a point for Hillger.
So taking that point instead of pushing for that takedown, a 2 or potentially 4. And there's another shot from Wyatt Hendrickson as the first period comes to a close, and we get a chance to catch our breath. 16 points on the board in that first period, Jordan.
I got to imagine that the length of the match favors Hillger. The more exchanges they get into. I talked a little bit earlier today about Hendrickson just being married a few weeks ago. He's got a new wrestling shoe. He's got sponsorship deals. Ever since slaying the Giant at the NCAA Championship, there's had to be a lot of distractions that he's facing. I wonder if he's been able to train up to par. He looked like it in the first match, but now he finds himself in a little bit of a barn burner. We'll see how he does in his final 3 minutes.
He'll head back to the center of the mat, up by 2 points. The criteria advantage, however, is going to go to Hillger because he has that 4-pointer. So if Hillger can get to 9, he will be in the lead. Underway here in the second. And what I've noticed, Trent Hillger, he's been timing the shot. Nice single leg. He's got the foot. Can he get more? And somehow,
and a push. A step out, not even a push out, a step out. Acrobatic, bent knee, somehow swivels himself in, puts his leg back down, and gets Hillger to step out of bounds. That was insane.
Yeah, not just brawn. This guy's got unbelievable flexibility and athleticism, and a little more mat IQ than maybe he gets credit for.
And that's a big point there. It goes from a 1-point match to now effectively a 3-point match.
But now a go behind here, and that's going to be 4 for Trent Hillger, just like that, Jordan.
Hillger is showing us something. It's showing us something. I tell you what, Christian, after match number 1, I was almost certain that this was going to be cleaned up. Hendrickson was going on to make his first world team, but Hillger's like, hold on 1 second and look back to the leg again.
He's got something figured out on the leg attacks against Wyatt Hendrickson. And now Wyatt's going to come around for 2. But Wyatt's going to be trailing by criteria. He's going to have to get the lead outright.
But again, his gut wrench.
He got it. 2 more. Wyatt in the lead.
Hillger's
2 more.
got to move. He's got to crawl forward. He's got to crawl his hands forward.
Unbelievable. Wyatt Hendrickson, just when it starts to look like you get bombed to your back by Hillger, he said, watch this. Takedown, gut, 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 up by 6.
The best guys forget quickly, right? You get slammed on your head, who cares? You come back to the center, counter offense, right into 3 guts in a row.
We got 30 points on the board, Jordan, and 1:23 to go. Definitely the match of the day so far. Hillger's got to make some exchanges happen, you know, and for Wyatt, you've been a gunslinger, you've been taking a lot of shots, but that go behind to the 4 was huge. You got to be a little more calculated when you pull the trigger. There's a low
beautiful
shot. Nice, easy finish. Oof. That's going to be 2.
If he would have managed to somehow hit that chin whip, oh man, he might have blown the roof off of this place.
14-18.
And both of these guys have really good leg attacks, man. That Hillger was almost like a misdirection, low single, head outside, builds up to the body.
Yeah, he's definitely showing something. Another shot, low level. Trying to lock around the crotch is Wyatt Hendrickson. 35 seconds to go. Still a ton of time for these guys to score as this gets stalemated back to center. They go. 33 remaining, Jordan. And there's a shot stopped this time by Hendrickson. Hillger not able to get in, keeping that short off. Man, that's a quick
stalemate.
Real quick.
Ref wants to give him a chance. Let these guys handle it on their feet and not in a missed attempt position.
There's a shot again. This time Hendrickson gonna hold. They're gonna put him up again.
Well, the referee is really giving Hendrickson the opportunity, saying, hey, listen, do you want to continue the sequence and get to a re-attack, or are you gonna hang here? If so, we're gonna blow him back up to their feet.
Hillger picking up the intensity, 12 seconds to go. He's got to find his way to another 4. Now looking to go behind is Wyatt Hendrickson, and that should do it. 20 points on the board for Wyatt Hendrickson. 2014 final, Wyatt Hendrickson. Team USA, 125 kilograms.
What a great match. He showed us something there.
Standing ovation from the crowd. They loved it.
How about that, Christian? 2 4-pointers Hendrickson gave up. He got slammed with the 4-point throw. He got taken down directly to his back off the high C, still finds a way to get it done. Multiple gut wrenches, great takedowns, and great defense late.
What an unbelievable performance by both. I mean, what a response from Trent Hillger. You lose 10-0, you put 14 points on the board the next time. No shame in that approach. But at the end of the day, it's Wyatt Hendrickson doing what many people thought he was going to do, maybe in a little bit different fashion than we anticipated.
Man, what a great feeling this is right here, right? When you get the chance to come up onto the stage with the two national team coaches, and you get that plaque shaped like the country that you're representing, it's really special. He's going to have